We're talking to two Bradleys right now. Two of me on the screen. I'm switching it back to one. Two Bradleys. Pause 1 sec. Hold on a sec here.
Hello?
Yeah, we're paused. Hold on, Bradley.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Bradley. Round lost.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I know. You know, these things happen. I'm used to it.
I hope I didn't have anything to do with that.
No, you're fine. How are you? Now is it one of you or two of you, and you're just talking at the same exact time, so I can't tell that there's two of you?
Oh, no, there's just one. The other one's not here.
Well, the name says two Bradleys. Should have went with that. Anyway, think about it. Well, attack. Let's attack slowly. I'm gonna tell this guy. Let's attack.
Sounds like a good plan.
Slowly. I got this fucking shotgun. I want to change from something else. I will say, okay, now this is the first little connection hiccup I've seen. But so far, it's like I'm in. It was kind of fun. Kind of. I can see how this might get old, but...
I've never even played this game before, and it's already getting old for me.
No one has. It's like, it's gonna go down as being like one of the fucking most underrated Resident Evil, or not underrated, but undersold Resident Evils out there. I think, I don't know if Gaiden has as many sales as this, the Game Boy Color Resident Evil game. I guess this is a chance to switch up my weapons though right now. Anyway, how are you doing though? Let's give it a, let's give two Bradleys a chance to get to the, what's the meat and potatoes, if you would, of your call here?
No meat and potatoes, but I'm eating pizza right now, so it's pretty.
A little
it's going
pizza
pretty
pie,
good.
huh? A little pie for the paisan.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's.
what do you got? Some white sauce, red sauce? You going classic marinara?
No, just cheese, because that's all we had.
Cheese, just going cheese. All right. I hear you that. I hear that. All right. So, did you attend AX?
I did not.
Did you attend RTX?
I did not.
Okay, so you're just calling because you saw and heard about how much fun it was, and you want to get a little bit of the inside scoop. Is that it?
Well, it's funny you mention that, because I've tried calling in plenty of times in the past, both the podcast and the PPS, and well, I have a really shitty mic, and I just just figured out how to get my my phone to work with Skype and all of that, and it hasn't worked in the past because like I had the app on my phone for Skype, like it didn't work, but I finally got it to work recently, so now I can use this and call in instead of using my built-in computer mic, because I'm poor and can't afford an actual mic.
Gotcha. You're getting it done.
Yeah.
Real connecting, real good. I hear you.
But you know, like I want to talk about Resident Evil with you though, since you know it's kind of relevant right now, especially with the demo and everything. And did you hear that they were going to they were gonna like update it with like they were gonna put an actual use for the finger in?
I did hear some buzz about that, but I did not really hear that anything came through. I heard that stay tuned, like some advancement might be made, some update to that game, but I mean, did it happen or did they take it down? It seemed like it was like a goodbye, like thanks for playing kind of message as well. I kind of heard mixed things, although I was very kind of tied down to that show this weekend, but I did hear a few things coming out about Resident Evil. I think right around the time, like this time last week, right before I left. Oh, I didn't fucking choose a different weapon. God damn.
I have done it.
Fuck. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it could be the message could be taken in a bunch of different ways. But it's just if it does turn out that they're gonna like update the game, I keep thinking about how lame that sounds, just because so many people have been like working so hard to find like the use for the finger and the axe and all that, and me included.
And that's and myself too. I mean, I put hours of replays into that game with the thought that the fucking dummy finger actually did something. And then it sounds like, oh, well, we're going to patch it and make it do something. But why'd I waste all that fucking time then?
Exactly. And that's it just sounds really lame. They're trying to make this attempt to make it be like PT, but then there's just no mystery behind it. It's just, yeah, we're just going to update it, and that's that. It just sounds silly to me.
Yeah, well, we'll see if that even happens. So far, it hasn't. Is that, can we get confirmation on that from you? We'll check the chat. Do you know what you're talking about there, Bradley? If you don't, maybe the other Bradley does.
I could check with him, but I don't know.
Yeah, get other Bradley on the phone and fuck, I walked right into that one. Well, at least I'm not one life, one kind of at a time thing.
I think the other Bradley might be sleeping right now.
Fuck
though.
the shotgun. Well, you should go wake him up and tell him you're on the Bone Zone, bitch. No, don't tell him that. Doesn't make sense. That's a different podcast.
I think that would offend him.
that was one of my fucking favorite things. A podcast I used to listen to a lot more of. I haven't listened to him in a while. I catch the boys Brendan and Randy every once in a while, but the Bone Zone I can't recommend enough. Old episodes of the Bone Zone podcast, they would have their callers go find someone else that was sleeping inside the house and wake them up and tell them that they're listening to the Bone Zone, bitch. And they got people to do it all the time. You'd hear some like sleepy ass girlfriend like, what? You're on the Bone Zone, bitch! And then someone would yell that in their face, and then, fuck off! Go away! I don't have my mic anymore, so I can't pitch shift. I'm gonna go hang out with Sandalwood. Oh, he's dead. Oh, I can pick up his weapon.
I wish I could say more about memories of podcasts I have and stuff, but I can proudly say that the only podcast I watch is the Mega64 podcast.
That's the only one? Wow, you're not even like a former Drunk Tank viewer?
No.
Like, weapon sets.
I mean, I've been a fan of Mega64 since I was a kid.
Wow.
So, I mean, like...
I didn't go.
So it's like, when I found out you guys had a podcast, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch that, and just never really cared to look for any other podcasts to listen to.
You found the best, so why go elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
Well, glad to hear it. Thank you for that. That really boosts my ego. Makes me feel good about coming in today. It was a rough day back at work for the first time, and I think I took like 3 days off. We got Monday off. I took off Thursday, Friday, and then Tuesday. Took my time getting back from AX.
Oh, I really wish I could have gone to that convention and see you guys.
It was crowded, man. To get down to it, it was fucking really overwhelming on Saturday. Like
was it?
Not good crowded too. Like poorly ran and unfortunately.
Oh yeah,
we had some issues with our fucking. People couldn't figure out where to line up for our panel because there was a lot of confusion on the part of the people forming the lines, and we got our time cut short. And a lot of people came by the booth too and asked like, oh, what happened? I can't get the fucking new gun fast enough. Every time I select it, it does not give it to me. These guys are my guys.
But yeah, it sucks that the con worked out that way.
Well, it's weird. Anime Expo uses a volunteer staff, and sometimes, fuck, man, when there's that many people, I mean, it was Comic-Con level of crowds here. That Saturday, and Sunday and Monday were a lot more manageable. It seemed like shit had gotten worked out. Unfortunately, our panel was on Friday, and that was another day that wasn't the most organized as far as... I heard horror stories about people having a fucking... I mean, I saw sunburned people coming to our booth just like exhausted from waiting out in the fucking 90-degree sunlight all day, like 3-4 hour lines to get your badge and stuff. Okay, preset A. Hit it. Next. No, it did. Did it give it to me? Oh, it did. It did. Okay, thank fucking God. I don't know if I knew how to use it.
I mean, like... I don't know, it really sucked to read about that actually, just because, I mean, I wanted to go to the con to see you guys, but then it was like on the second hand, it was like, oh wait, well now people are having like a really shitty time trying to get into the con and everything. Made me think like, well, maybe I didn't miss out on much then. But then those sick ass shirts you guys had for like the con exclusive.
Shouts out. Mario
really...
Kineko Cartwright. That's right, boys and girls. The Skullgirls artist, character designer herself. She powered through another beautiful design, a sequel to that Charm shirt that we did, and man, oh man, it was a hot ticket. They blew out the first day, like almost all of the, I think small through large, and then Rocco went back to get more in San Diego, along with more hats. We sold out that Saturday, like within an hour, all the small and mediums that he had brought up. We're gonna have more for San Diego Comic-Con, so don't worry. But yeah, super cool shirt design, and I'm sure if you've been watching our podcast and stuff, you've seen that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very happy with how well it is being received, and I am losing rounds left and right. Hey, Bradley. It's been real, brother.
Yeah, it has been actually.
I think it has been actually. Tell your other Bradley that peace be with you and also with him. I'm gonna skedaddle. All right.
All right, that's cool.
All right.